Hi guys. Okay, so this is kind of a spontaneous. I've been wanting to do this for a while and I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to try and be as close to on time as I possibly can. And we are going to go into the missing link, into why you're not attracting the right clients to you, and kind of the secret sauce of how I get this really deep connection with my soulmate clients that have paid me $3K, $5K, $10,000. So definitely tune in. This is going to be a powerful, powerful training. I'm going to turn on the lights just to make the lighting a little better. I've had a lot of struggles with freaking internet and technology this week. So Kimberly, this is perfect for you. This is you inspired me to do this. So first of all, the thing that's missing in your business is really building that know, like, trust factor. It's really connecting to those soulmate clients on an emotional level. So yes, all those popular higher up coaches, you kind of put them on this pedestal and you're like, oh, they're so great and they teach great things. But I know for me, when I was first starting business, there was the owner of Boss Babe, okay? Natalie. I was like, she's great. She does this amazing business. She's literally amazing. And in my mind, she's pretty. She has a boyfriend. She has a cute accent. She has all these businesses. And in my head, I was like, she's just too perfect. I can't do that. I can't be her because she's just she's just too perfect, okay? So you gotta bring yourself down to earth. You gotta make yourself more relatable and connect to your soulmate clients on another level, an emotional level, okay? And so I'm gonna teach you how to do that, okay? And it's not just saying, oh, I struggle in this way, or yes, I've gone through some hard times, or I'm trying to think oh, I feel fat, or, that's a pain, great. Oh, I feel fat, or I lost 10 pounds, or, I used to look in the mirror and feel uncomfortable. No, it's sharing your heart and soul and a powerful, scary as fuck story online. It's the thing that you write out, that you're pouring your soul out, and you feel so scared to share. That's what connects to your ideal audience. That's what's brought me 10K clients, 5K clients. They literally, every single one says it was that one post. That post that you shared about your mom and her attempting suicide. It was that post that you were so vulnerable in, that you shared your acne story and I showed that I was human, okay? So nobody wants to buy from perfection anymore. They don't. It's authenticity. It's vulnerability. It's what Brené Brown talks about. It's connecting and easing into that pain and doing it anyway because you're making change. You're creating movements. You're touching the hearts of others. And I don't know about for you, but all of my high-end coaches that I've hired, it's because I connected to them. It wasn't I just wanted to, learn my marketing strategy. In fact, the one time that I hired the perfection and this 10K in 30 days idea, hey Angela, how are you doing? Let me know, you guys. I'll continue on this, but what's something that you're scared to share? What's is it your weight? Is it your image? Is it your bank account? What is it that you're scared to share? We're gonna have a challenge in this group and I'm gonna help you. You can go ahead and share your stories, but then I'm gonna also give you guys some free tips and advice on how to amplify your message. I'm gonna go over that in just a moment. But I will give you guys feedback. Let's support each other. I wanna see stories blowing up in this group. You're gonna be connecting to your ideal client, your soul tribe, your connection, and it's also very healing. It's so very healing. I've healed from having so much shame around my acne. I've healed from having shame around being perfect. I've had shame around, you know, being sexy and open and all these things. Like these posts are not only helpful to attract your client and your tribe, it's also good to make money, and it's also good because you're healing and you start feeling more accepted. Hey Sherry, how are you doing? So this week, the rest of the week, and maybe, you know, till Monday or something, I want you guys to really dive into this homework, okay? And I'm gonna go into that. Think of that story. Think of that story that you're like, it pops up in your head and you're like, oh, I shouldn't share that, or you push it away, and then it pops up again and you're like, oh, it's come up again? What is that story? Drop it below if you dare. And say, hey, you guys, this is the game changer in my business. This is literally what attracted all of my high ticket clients. This is the game changer. Maybe I'm doing my amazing posts about value and all the other things I teach, but this was the thing that they were like, whoa, I want to be in her energy. Whoa, I like connect with her and I want to sit with her and work with her for $10,000, for $5,000, $1,500. Yes, I've made all those different prices, but this is the secret sauce, and it's so powerful. Okay, so Kimberly, we're gonna walk through how to do this. Okay, let me get a drink. Also, I'm gonna do this a little bit differently, and you guys know I have a lot of energy. I'm always like boom, 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 boom. So what I've been realizing, and I really need to center my energy. And so we're gonna do something that I do with my ladies in my Breaking Rules Mastermind, and we're gonna take some deep breaths. And after I have a drink of my Kangen water, okay, whew, because my energy is all over the place. It's like really excited. I had a really good morning. I went to the gym. I did kickboxing, and I was just like, boom, 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 boom. And just a real quick side note, this is a mindset hack that I do when I'm feeling really high vibe. I thought I would just share with you guys. So when I'm feeling high vibe, like when I was like doing the kickboxing and I literally just felt like cloud nine, like I'm powerful, what I do is I start thinking of those affirmations that I really want at the moment. So I was like punching, and I was like, I'm abundant, I love myself, I'm abundant, I'm attracting high ticket clients, I'm abundant, I made $500 today. And it just like kept going, and it's like this high vibe energy that you do your mindset affirmations. And this is a hack that it'll blow you away. Okay, we're just gonna do a real quick breathing exercise, and then I'm gonna clear this energy a little bit, and then we're gonna dive into how to create that content, okay? So, try to clear your mind. Whew, I have a lot of energy today. Okay, so what I like to do is I have a lot of energy, so I do a deep inhale for 5 seconds, I hold it for 5 seconds, and then I completely let it go out. So inhale, 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 inhale. Try and keep breathing in more. Like you keep trying to breathe it in a little bit more, and then you're like, one more, and then hold it. And then breathe out, 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 push, 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 push. Okay? So we're just gonna do this 2 times, okay? So, and then we'll dive into the homework and the challenge that is gonna bring you ladies together. And I would challenge you to share it in this group. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, okay? Okay, so sit back, put your feet on the floor if you can, sit straight, put your shoulders back, maybe move around a little bit. This is something new that I haven't really done with you guys, okay? Hey, Candy, how are you? Okay, so sit back. Whew, what do you do? Okay, anyways. Whew, okay, shake it off. Okay, you guys, so breathe in. And now. Okay, do you see how I'm like breathing in more and more and more and more, and then I hold it, and then out, 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 out. And I want you to take note kind of take note on how, if you're breathing in more and it's harder or it's easier to breathe out. I want you guys to take note and drop it later, okay? So breathe in. And out. One more time. Okay, you guys, how did that feel? How does that feel when you like sit back and you just take a deep breath? Were you able to do it? How did that feel? Did you notice? Drop below. Did you notice? Was it easier to breathe in or was it easier to breathe out? Drop it below. Ooh, I feel centered. Okay, so I have a harder time breathing in. It takes me longer and it's like harder to breathe in as long as I breathe out. Like I can keep breathing out. I'm like, oh. I bet if I go back and count it, I definitely have a harder time breathing in. So notice this, or do you have a hard time breathing out? You have a harder time breathing in. Okay, Kimberly, you have a harder time breathing out. Okay, so this is powerful. So once someone told me this, I was like, wow. So it's all about energy, and I have a harder time breathing in because I have a harder time receiving. I really do. I'm always give, help, others, do. I'm always doing it on my own. This is how I've been raised. This is my personality. This is me growing up with a single mom. And I've realized, someone told me this and I was like, wow, I have a hard time receiving the air, taking it in, okay? And then exhaling, you have a harder time giving, usually, and putting it out there. And like giving more, I'll have to go do more research on that one and I'll drop it in the comments because that's not me. But what the person told me was, yeah, it's harder to give advice or speak your mind, which I don't have a problem on. I speak my mind all the time. Even another, that was just an epiphany. I haven't even heard this, but I'm just kind of downloading this information. I also have a harder time listening to people and hearing. I have more time talking, giving. So I've been really working on this. I've been really working on receiving help, receiving energy, and listening more. And you guys, it's been a game changer in my life, relationships, business, all of the above. Okay, so I want to hear more. If you guys are catching the replay, definitely still engage and tune in. And I want you guys, when you do this exercise and share it in the group, I challenge you to do it being uncomfortable, okay? Okay, what was I gonna say? Oh, so practice. I've been trying to breathe in more and trying to receive. Okay, now. All right, think of a story. Think of a story that you felt pain or struggle, or maybe it was in the past. I have so many vulnerable stories. You guys can go check out, I don't know, maybe I should have put all my vulnerable stories into my blog. It's sexybizbabe.com, which it's a terrible organized blog. I haven't really put information or really put much effort to it, but I have some of my vulnerable stories in there, okay? One of mine is the hardest, what was the hardest one? Honestly, there's so many. I shared the one about my acne. That one was really hard at the time. It really was deeply healing. I shared about, I think, this one was the hardest. My last one was talking about my mom's attempted suicide, because that cut so deep and I wasn't fully healed on it, and I'm not completely fully healed on it. She's still alive. I love my mom. She's doing really well. But me diving into that pain was something that I hadn't touched or looked at for so many years, that when I was healing on it and bringing it up to the surface, it was constant crying and constant healing and constant going back into those memories And I had to journal it out, and I had to heal, and I had to forgive to an extent. I don't think I'm fully I'm on a still journey, but I knew it was like, I healed enough to a point that I wanted to share. And I asked my mom permission. You guys, I think this is very powerful. If it's about somebody else, if they're still in your life, or if you respect them, maybe don't say names. Like, make sure you're not like blowing them out of the water. I asked my mom for permission to share this, and she's already healed a lot, so she was able for me to share. And anyways, some things that happened from me sharing this scary story for me was people reaching out, me healing. This actually brought up stuff with my dad. So my dad has never really been in my life, and it brought my dad and I's relationship closer because of this pain and this struggle, and he made it about him, even though it was not about him, that post. It was about me and my mom. And I put one sentence about my dad, and he called me and he was angry, blah, blah, blah. We built a stronger relationship from this post. I also attracted a high ticket client. Like, high ticket. Like, she was one of my higher end, like longer term, one of the best clients I've had, like did all the things. And she said like these posts showed that I was human, and we connected on a different level. We connected to the pain and emotion. So think back. I want you guys to think back to a time. You have a story, it's coming up. You have a couple ones, and you're like, oh, this one's easier, this one's harder. Oh, is this really a painful one? One of mine was breaking my back in 7 places. One of the first ones I did on this, and it was the most noise. I cried on the beach. I journaled it out. I dove into the pain, and it all bubbled over. And I made it into one of my most powerful posts, and the most likes, the most comments, the most everything, the most shared. I think it lasted for weeks. Okay. So whatever that like idea is. Now, what I want you to do is write it in a different way. Don't write it like a post. Don't just be like, oh, how do I make this a perfect post to attract my ideal client? No. I want you to go back to that moment. Go in a safe space, go to the beach, go to a coffee shop, go in your bed, whatever you feel safe. And I want you to go back to that moment and that pain. I want you to picture the experience and picture what you were feeling. Go back to the feelings. This is gonna be hard, like I'm getting full body chills. So what I did, oh, you guys, okay. I'm gonna talk about this. And this is how you write powerful content. Hey Vanessa, hey Raquel. So I went back to the moment, to when I went back to the moment of where I went and found my mom. Okay, so this is hard. So now that I'm going back to the moment, it was the moment that my mom was missing, and I went to her house, and her car was there, and she hasn't answered, she didn't go to work, and I was afraid. So I visualized this, okay? So whatever your moment is, your scene, I want you to picture it. Picture the visuals, picture the feelings, picture the circumstances, and go back to it. It will be hard. And I was like, whew, like all this energy right now is going through me. I'm really glad I cleared the energy. And I was like, oh my gosh, where's my mom? I think of the thoughts that I was thinking. And then I go back to it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like went to her house. The car was still there. I was freaking out. I knew something in my heart was wrong. I climbed up the house, into the room. Oh, you guys, this is touchy. And then there was a note, and it was a goodbye note, and I couldn't find her, and she couldn't have drove anywhere, so I was like, well, where is she? Like, is she gone this time? This was the second time it happened, so this has already happened to me, and I was the one to find the note the first time and the second time. And gosh, see how it brings up emotion? This is when you get your pen and paper out And stop now. Pause the video if you're recording and do it now. When you start visualizing, just write. I want you to do a stream dump, a stream of consciousness dump. Don't think of your client, don't think of the story, don't think of writing too much and too much information. You can always go back and change it, okay? So write it out. Write it as fast as you can. Do not worry about the words. Do not worry about the grammar. Just get it out there. Go through, what I want you to do is go through the emotions. Go through the feelings. So if you go through the thoughts that you were thinking, okay? This is like a journal entry. Not like, oh, this happened. Don't do it like this. Don't do it like, oh, I went to my mom's house. She was missing. I couldn't do this. She was missing. I felt sick. I was uncontrolled. No. The powerful posts that move people and touch on an emotional level are more like this. My mom was missing. I had no idea where she was. I had to drive to her house and the chills in my body just completely went over me. So you go into, this is story writing. Story writing sells. Story writing is powerful. You go into the motion. You go, my heart dropped to the floor. I was thinking of all the thoughts and feelings of my mom never being there again. And this was the second time. Why in the world would God give me another chance to have my mom? These are all the things that were going through my head. So I'm walking you through the process, okay? So then I was like, I found the note. My heart dropped through the floor. I remember going back in the time and calling my stepdad and him coming over and us just trying to find her in a hospital and calling everywhere. And then I remember, and I go through all of this. So you go through the pain, the feeling, the circumstance, and then you go through what it taught you, what your feeling was, and then what it taught you near the end. I'll share a storytelling framework because it's not at the top of my mind. But you go through the emotion, you go through the pain, and then you bring it back around and you bring it what it taught you or what you can teach others or how you can share, how you can help others. Don't just make it this oh, poor me, this is what I went through. No, what a good leader does is they go through the pain and the emotions, but then you bring it back around somehow. You bring it back to either something that you could teach someone, something that you're currently learning through and what you're going through now, what you're learning, or how you've improved or what it taught you, and what you can heal others with or teach others. So at the time that I wrote this post, I was not fully healed. So at the moment I was like, well, how do I bring this around? How do I make it positive and not just sad? And so I was like, I'm not healed. So I pivoted over, this post took me a long time. I was like, oh, I can share I am not healed, but I'm working on it. I can share that I am growing and that me going through this pain and has really affected my relationships and I'm scared of loss and being alone, but I'm healing on it and I'm opening up for love. And so that would show that even though I've gone through loss and pain and abandonment, I'm working on my abandonment issues and healing and opening up more to love. And so that could inspire somebody to, oh, wow, I went through something, or, I've had loss, and I can also heal and grow and go through the pain. So these are the posts that connect to your audience. These are the posts that you struggle with. These are the posts that your soulmate client needs to hear. I'm a business coach, and I help with marketing, and I help with content, and I help with sales on getting your high-ticket client. But these are the attraction posts that get to those higher ticket, not hundreds of dollars, but thousands. These are the ones that people are like, whoa, she's my soulmate coach. This is the person I want to be in her energy. She understands me. She connects with me. These are the things that it touches. People buy with emotion. So when you touch their heart or their connection, they're connected to you, they're going to want to It's the know, like, trust. They know you more. They know you're not perfect. So just going all the way through what I started at the beginning is Natalie, Boss Babe Inc. owner, I just thought she was just too perfect. Like, whatever she's teaching, her strategies are too perfect. I would never hire her. I've gone to her events before and she's amazing, okay? She's great. I do not talk bad. She's amazing. She was just too perfect in my mind. And so I went to this event and she really opened up. And the thing is, she opened up and I was like, she's not perfect. She's had it harder than me. Like, she opened up and it was the first time she said in her business, and she's been having business for a long time, that she opened up live. It was the first time she shared that story. And it was really hard. It was touching. And guess what? I connected to her because I was like, oh wow, she is a human. It is possible. She has been through hard things. I can too. That's the whole thing, is that you're human and that you're not this perfect being that everything gets handed to you. You have gone through struggles. You have overcome things. You are a real being, a human that goes through shit, and that it shows to your audience that they can too. They can also be vulnerable. They can also connect to you. They can also share their pain and still be powerful leaders, okay? So comment below. Try to think back. What is that thing that you want to share? Or even that you don't want to share, but it keeps popping up. Drop it below. Is it maybe you got hurt? Maybe it's your bank account. Maybe it's that you failed 3 businesses. Maybe it's something physical that you're really insecure about. Honestly, I have 2 that I'm going to be sharing, I think, daily. I'm going to do this vulnerability challenge. It's going to be #vulnerability challenge, so you guys can all read each other's. So today, take the time, sit with that and write it out. Dive into the deep depths of your heart and your soul and the pain in the past. Okay, so you guys are really quiet. I want to see you guys. Drop your, even if you're catching later, drop the thing that you're scared to share. Hi, you guys. My jaw's like really tight. I have like 3 stories that I haven't shared. So you guys will stay tuned. I don't want to bring them all up. Today's one's already written. Oh, I have like 4. Damn. You guys, this is going to be a powerful vulnerability challenge. Let's see, maybe we'll do a 7-day challenge, okay? So join in. You can do 1 a day. The reason why this is so powerful is you will heal, you will connect, you will have more self-acceptance, you will share these pains, and it's so uncomfortable. Each time before I shared these powerful stories, I was like, I don't know if I should share it. This is scary. What are they gonna do? They're gonna judge me. They're gonna say I'm wrong. They're gonna do this. Like, people are gonna hate me. People, like, I'm gonna die. They're not gonna respect me. All of these things. Like, every single story I felt like that. Every single story. So you do it with the fear. You do it for somebody else. I did it because I knew I was going to touch somebody with this story. I knew it needed to be shared. I have so many stories that I've shared. So I'm going to share new ones, but if you guys want to go into my group search, you can go get some examples. Acne will be, if you go into the search and you write acne in this group, that will be one of them. I had an acne post that was really powerful. Breaking my back, so if you go into the search and you write breaking my back, that one was a really powerful one. I'm doing a pole move, and that was really long and powerful. What's another one? Probably the word mom. What would it be? An abandoned, maybe write mom. Yeah, so if you guys want, drop below if you want to see any of those. I can tag you in it, or you can go to sexybizbabe.com because there's some of the blogs there. I need to add more of my blogs on there. Okay, so I want you to join in on this challenge. We are gonna support each other. We're gonna help each other with connecting. We're going to support each other through this, like, this pain. Like, comment on each other's posts. Support each other, love each other, and then I challenge you, at least for one of them if you can, to share it with your audience. And then if you guys download, drop a fire emoji below if you guys want my 5 steps to create powerful content that sells, and I walk you through how to make it even more powerful, how to write the headline better, how to add a CTA, how to make it more sellable, and I will send you the link, okay? Or I'll send you the download. So, give me some hearts, give me some love. You guys are really quiet today. Join in, tag your friends, invite them to this group if you want to do it with your friend. Invite them, text them, message them why you're inviting them, and add them to the group. And then for the people that are doing it, at least there's got to be at least 5 people that are doing it. And then if we get 5 people that do this, it's going to be 7-day challenge. I just decided that. I want you to hashtag vulnerability challenge and comment on people's posts. And if we get 5 people to join in on this, I will give away a 30-minute coaching call that's valued at $440. And I will help you with something in your business or your life, whether it's relationships, whether it's understanding yourself and your personality, whether it's helping with sales, helping with your marketing, whatever it is, okay? So join in on this challenge, and I will pick one of you guys to win a coaching session with me. And you don't have to have a business to join in on this challenge. This doesn't have to be related to your business. This painful post about my mom was not related to my business. The acne post was not related to my business. The breaking my back was not related to my business, but I related that one to my business. Go check it out, Breaking My Back in the search. Comment on it if you guys check it out. And okay, that is all. That is all we have. If you're caught it now, I want you to go back and rewatch this. This is going to go into my Break the Rules mastermind. I'm restarting my 2nd round on how to build your business, build a really stable foundation, get clear on your target audience, create powerful content, selling in alignment, selling and DMing people, and building conversations and relationships, and then, going into programs and building it out. So if you're interested in that, definitely reach out to me, because I have a couple people in, and I'm not really promoting it right now because I just don't feel excited to do that. But if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, you like my vibe, you like my energy, you need help with your content, you need help with your sales, you need help with your marketing, you need help with your target audience, definitely reach out to me or drop a heart below and I'll message you. I like to make sure that the clients are a really good fit, how I can help them. Maybe you just want to chat, and then maybe in the future we work together or we don't work together, but I don't care, because people I've talked to a year ago that I got on the phone with, it was just a good chat. I helped them out. They, ended up hiring me later. We built a good connection. Some people never hired me, but I just helped them along their path, and I love connecting with other like-minded women, and I love helping them. So have a fabulous day. I want to see it in the chat. And which one should I share today? I think I'm going to share the one I feel the most shame around. I actually don't feel as much shame, but I'm going to share the one that I feel shame around, and I'm scared, and it's about sex. And then tomorrow I'm going to do a different one. I have like a bunch. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see your guys' stories. Let's support each other, like each other's posts, comment on each other's posts, and give each other love. Have a fabulous day, and I hope you have a great Thursday. Oh my gosh, it's pre-Friday. Love you guys. Also, drop below, what did you learn from this? Last thing, What did you learn from this training? Drop it below. What was your takeaways? Claim what you're gonna write or what you need help with or training on. Okay, ask any questions below and I will come back. Have a great day. Bye.